Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today's Thursday, so there was a dev stream today, and what a dev stream it was. Let me tell you, let's get right into it. So before I forget, I want to remind everyone that the Nemesis 2 tournament is this weekend, May 27th. You can still sign up. There are still spots available in ADV4U's Nemesis 2 tournament. It's the biggest tournament. It's for European PC players, and you can win a Brazil Weekend Claudette skin for the winners. I'm going to link the form here for the application to apply to be in the tournament. There's still spots available. May 27th in Central European time. Again, only for European players on PC, but there's spots there if you want them. So have some fun, try and win Weekend Claudette, or just participate in a tournament just to say that you did it. So here's the link for all that, and good luck to you if you participate. And starting tomorrow, there's going to be dedicated Dead by Daylight forums. They're going to put out a link for those forums. Since I don't know the link yet, once I have the link, I'll insert it into the description of this video, and you'll be able to set up an account and talk to other members of the DBD community, contact mods, devs, etc., their own forums, so you won't have to go into Steam forums for discussions or Reddit. You'll be able to actually go on Dead by Daylight's own dedicated forums. So that sounds pretty cool. Okay, so the big news is that on May 29th, there's going to be a public test build for PC players to test out the upcoming chapter, the new DLC, Chapter 8, coming out in June. And we're going to have full content. We're going to have all access on this PTB. So we're going to find out on May 29th what the identity of this survivor is, who the new killer is. We're going to see the map. We're going to see all of the perks, and the cosmetic store is going to be live, and it's going to be super exciting. Again, the PTB public test build is for PC only. They can't have the PTB on consoles. So we are going to be the guinea pigs to test the new map, make sure there aren't any weird spots or anything like that, any bugs, so that we can report it, and they can hotfix this stuff, correct these things before it goes live for console players. So hopefully we can test stuff out, and hopefully there won't be any bugs. But if we do find bugs, we can report them and try and get them fixed before the full release. So now what they said is that there's going to be a save of your progression through the PTB. Normally, whenever you would turn off the game, and if you're in a PTB and then you came back, everything would reset. But with this, apparently it's going to save your PTB progression until the end of the PTB, and then I guess you would lose everything. And the reason for that is they're going to allow us to use the PTB to access the new cosmetic store. So we'll be able to actually buy items for our characters in the PTB. More on this cosmetic store to come, but we're going to be given a little bit of currency to test the cosmetic shop and see how it works in the PTB. But once PTB is over, we'll lose those cosmetics and we'll go back to our old save game file. I don't know exactly how many days the PTB is on for. Maybe as many as 5. I'm not entirely certain. So they mentioned that going forward, all characters are going to start with their 3 unique perks unlocked. They felt like the progression system was a little daunting for brand new players to go through Blood Webs and unlock character-specific unique perks, and they thought that it made more sense for each character to start out with their 3 unique perks unlocked at level 1. So, for example, with Claudette, you would start out with Empathy, Botany, Knowledge, and Self-Care automatically, right, brand new in the game. And the idea behind this is to help new players explore the identity of the different characters and see which playstyle they prefer, if they want to do a teamwork leadership role with Dwight, or a healer with Claudette, a runner adrenaline junkie with Meg, decisive strike with Lori as the sole survivor kind of a thing, as a lone wolf, those ideas. So having the characters start out with all of their 3 unique perks unlocked from the jump makes more sense to allow people to explore these options. So that's what's going to happen going forward. So anybody who would get the new survivor that they showed in the teaser today, whatever her 3 perks are, she's going to start with them brand new at level 1. She'll have her 3 unique perks unlocked. Same with the killer. And they showed off this cute little tutorial video with this tiny realm of a trapper and a Meg in a little cage, and the trapper running around and knocking down this AI mag just to give you the feel for what's expected of you as a killer. Little mini tutorial. I thought it was pretty funny because, I mean, you know, I don't need the tutorial personally. Although I am not the best of killers, I will admit. I have a lot to learn as killer, but I think what is covered in the tutorial here, I have a grasp of that knowledge at least. But it's a nice addition for an entry-level player for sure, to understand what's expected of them rather than just going in, okay, what am I doing? Like me in my first game where I didn't know there was more than 5 generators. I'm like, I'm just going to camp the generator and they got to come to me. What? The gates are powered? What's going on? So yeah, I've been there. I think we've all been there as a brand new player. So this is an interesting little tutorial that they put together for brand new people, and I think it's pretty cool. And there is a free weekend to play Dead by Daylight on Steam all weekend. I believe it's on right now. So if you have any friends who you're trying to encourage them to play DBD, they can start playing it for free on Steam on PC right now. Or if you're a console player who has considered trying the game on PC, you can try it out right now and see what you think of it on PC. It's free all weekend, so check it out. So they put out this blog post explaining the monetization of the game and how things are going to work going forward as far as playtime unlock or pay to unlock. And basically, you're going to either be able to play to unlock cosmetics and characters, or you can pay to unlock them. If you buy a DLC, it's going to be cheaper than buying the killer or the survivor separately. You get a discounted price if you buy the entire DLC with the killer and the survivor together. And you're also going to get an exclusive skin that is only going to be given to people who buy that DLC. So it's going to be incentivized for you to buy the DLC. And so going forward, about 80% of the items in the cosmetic shop you will be able to unlock with playtime, or if you're impatient, you can just buy them. And they're introducing this new currency that are called the auric cells. So you can buy auric cells for as cheap as $5 for 500, which will allow you to unlock a survivor or a killer, or you can use those auric cells to buy cosmetic items. And cosmetic items have varying prices depending upon the rarity of the cosmetic. They're going to have common, uncommon, rare, and very rare. Now, the very rares are the ones that you can only buy with auric cells, it looks like, from what we've been shown so far. The others you can buy with iridescent shards. And they have 2 prices on all of the items in the cosmetic shop. So they showed us this example of them going through the cosmetic shop and buying an outfit for David King, and I'm going to show you that now. And they also did mention that you'll be able to rotate the character when you put them in the outfit to see what it looks like on them. So you can rotate the character in 360 degrees so you can see the front and the back before you decide whether or not you want to commit to buy it. But here's the video of them going through the cosmetic shop.
So what you're seeing is still, we're still working on that, so there might be some things not completely finished, let's say.
Exactly. So here we can see that David King has a lot of different options, different shirts. So how about we go by even the absence of a shirt?
That's great.
So, so we recorded a little video to show you around a little bit.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's buy David King Fight Club.
And done. You have it.
So looking deeper into the numbers, they said it would take roughly 25 to 30 hours of in-game playtime for you to earn enough iridescent shards to unlock a killer or a survivor. They also said that the other currency, the auric cells, you could just outright buy a killer or a survivor for 500 of those. So looking at the prices on David King's items, that means to me that 500 auric cells is the equivalent of 9,000 iridescent shards. So for 9,000 iridescent shards, for you to earn that many in 25 to 30 hours of play, let's say that you're going to get roughly 300 shards per hour now in the new system. They did say that you're going to be able to get iridescent shards faster, and the prices are going to go up on the teachables in the shrine, but they want people to be able to unlock them faster because they want to get those teachable perks into players' hands. So they said that a teachable perk right now costs, you say, 550 iridescent shards. The price on that is going to go up to 2,000 iridescent shards in the new economy. The new economy is going to be adjusted. So the prices are going up on the teachables in the shrine, but you are going to earn your iridescent shards faster. Now, what does that mean? They said that the Shrine of Secrets is going to shut down on June the 12th and be reworked with the new economy, and it'll go back up on the June 29th, I believe. So I would recommend to you that you spend all of your iridescent shards that you have before June the 12th. Now, why do I recommend that? Well, if they're going to devalue the iridescent shards, in my opinion, it makes more sense to cash them in now. Because let's say I have 550 shards on June the 12th. I can cash those in and get my 200,000 blood points out of it. Or if I hang on to them when the shrine reopens, it's now going to cost me 2,000 shards to unlock a teachable perk or cash it in for 200,000 blood points. So the value of my currency has decreased, which is why I recommend that you spend them. Of course, you aren't going to lose them if you don't spend them, but they won't be as valuable as they are right now when the new economy launches. Does that make sense? Oh, and I should also mention that the iridescent shard cap is going away. Right now, you probably know that you can only get a maximum of 1,000 iridescent shards. They're going to do away with that cap so that we can save them up for more expensive things. Like I said, I think you're probably going to need 9,000 or 10,000 iridescent shards to unlock a new killer or a new survivor. So they need to get rid of that cap so that people can save up to that level. So if we look a little closer at the example that they showed of David King's cosmetic shop, there are 12 different upper torso variations there that you can buy in the cosmetic shop. And they cost roughly 1,400 auric cells, which is about $14 US. Now that's not including any of the head options that are in the cosmetic shop for David, or the pants options. So you could see that this can add up. If you're somebody who is going to want to buy everything for every character with money, you better start saving up now. I know that you can get 6,000 auric cells for $50, but looking at this example of David King, I don't think that $50 is going to allow you to buy the entire wardrobe for 4 survivors. I think you're going to come up short on that. And since we have, 8 original survivors and 4 licensed, that's not even including the killer options. It's going to cost hundreds of dollars to unlock everything if you're one of those people who wants to buy everything off the jump. It's going to be expensive. I'm going to spend some money, most definitely. Without a doubt, I'm going to spend money. Am I going to buy every single thing? Probably not. I can see that the ones that are more common that you can unlock with playtime, I'm probably going to ping those off slowly but surely with my shards, because I don't really care about the teachable perks in the shrine. I always just cash them in for blood points. So now if I'm just saving up shards, I'm just going to cash them in for outfits from now on. That's just the way it's going to be. But they're always going to have these very rare things that you can't buy with iridescent shards. You have to buy auric cells to buy those. So those will be the things that I'll spend money on initially, the things that you can't get with Playtime Unlock, which is going to be roughly 20% of the items in the shop you have to buy and can't unlock with Playtime Unlock. The ones that you can buy with Playtime Unlock, iridescent shards, I'll just do that, unless there's something that I really, really want. So I think this is a really cool system, and they've made it very fair and open as much as possible to people, depending on what their budgets are for this game, that if you just want to grind it out, you can get 80% of the items that are offered by just playing, which is great. And they also made sure that they wanted us to know that any money that we do spend in the cosmetic shop is obviously going to fund the game and the vision that they have for it down the road. So it's going to be money well spent towards future content, and I'm all for it. I hope that you guys are as well. One other thing I want to mention about the cosmetic shop, it's hard to see in this tiny picture, but if you zoom in, you can see this full Fight Club David outfit, and it looks like you get a discount if you buy the entire thing. It looks like it says 10% off if you buy the whole outfit for 630 auric cells. So it looks like if you buy a whole outfit, it's going to be a little cheaper. And if you notice here off on the left-hand side, there seems to be like a little Man in Motion logo. So it looks like maybe that is what you would hit if you want to buy full outfits for a discounted price, instead of going the a la carte option where you mix and match either tops or bottoms or heads on the other portions of these icons. So it looks like you can save a little bit of money if you buy the whole outfit. Again, they said that this isn't the finalized version of the cosmetic shop, so it might not look exactly like this in the end, but I think it's pretty cool. And man, I like this background for this lobby. Is this going to be a new lobby too? Like, that's pretty cool. I like this whole vibe of the background of the cosmetic shop. Anyway, discount if you buy the whole thing, possibly. Now let me try and address some of the questions that you might have. There aren't going to be any legacy items in the cosmetic shop. You won't be able to buy legacy, so that's out of the question. But everything that is in the cosmetic shop is going to be for PC and console players. They want to really unite everything so that we can all have the same stuff. Of course, the one limitation to that is the Left 4 Dead skins and the character of Bill, because Steam/Valve up to this point wants to keep that character and those cosmetics exclusive to PC. Will that ever change? I don't know. But this isn't Dead by Daylight or Behavior's fault. This is solely on Steam and Valve and what they've chosen to do with their licensed character. So don't blame Dead by Daylight for not having Bill on console. It's a Steam issue, not a Dead by Daylight issue. I'm sure Dead by Daylight would love to bring Bill and those Left 4 Dead skins where they have Zoe and Rochelle, Claudette and Meg, etc., to console, but if Valve never budges off of it, there's nothing they can do. And of course, all of these cosmetics are purely aesthetic. They don't give you any abilities. It's just so you can look fancy out in the fog, whatever you choose to wear on your character. So they don't give you any special abilities in-game. It's just whatever you want to look like in-game. And they've certainly given us a lot of options from what I can see here. But I'm so excited, you guys. I can't believe we're going to know the survivor and killer's identities in 5 short days. I did a video earlier that you probably saw about the teaser trailer Off the Beaten Track and speculating about the identity of the killer and what that broken bottle of purple wine or gas at the end means. And somebody said it's probably just a bottle. I think it's Bubbles. Bubbles said it's probably just a purple bottle of murky reagent. And I'm like, oh, would they actually troll us with that? With just an offering at the end? And I don't think so, but you never know. But people said, well, it's probably a chemist, an alchemist, an apothecary, a potion. And one idea that really stuck out to me from the comments that someone mentioned was the snake oil salesman. And I thought, wow, that really kind of merges the postcard and what we've seen in this teaser trailer with the snake oil salesman as this pitchman who goes around and tries to sell these miracle elixirs, and they definitely get all dressed up to make their pitch, and with the promise of healing powers to people in the crowd, and you give them money and they're going to give you this miracle cure. Today we call these people televangelists, but I digress. Anyway, so the snake oil salesman was an interesting thing, and somebody mentioned it on McLean's Discord server, and he actually put up these emotes of snake and oil, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But then that made me think, well, it can't be that then, because I don't think McLean would address the snake and the oil if that's actually what it was. So I'm like, but I guess we're going to know in 5 days, so I'm not going to beat myself up wondering about this. But I love all the comments that you guys have given about Gypsy was another theory, Potion Master, like so many good theories. I just can't wait to see what it is. And I love all of you and all your commentary. It's great that we have this open discussion and we throw all these ideas around. And I don't know if we're ever right about what it is. It could be something completely out of it that is nowhere near. Like I've heard magician, because magicians sometimes use fog to disappear and stuff. So many ideas. Lion tamer, I really don't know. And then someone mentioned, hey, you know, circuses have been known to travel from place to place, often by train, so off the beaten track. So that doesn't necessarily mean that the circus idea is completely out the window either. That could still be a viable option, is that the traveling circus by train. And that's why, you know, off the track and we find this woman in the woods. Because normally the killer and the survivor aren't related in any way when it's an original chapter. They don't have anything to do with one another. So a musician and whatever we're calling the killer, whether it's showman, carny, whatever you want to say, they could definitely coexist and not have any relation whatsoever. So I'm eager to see. I'm so glad that the wait is very short, much shorter than I wanted it to be, or that much shorter than I expected it to be, I should say. And I think a key indicator in this blog talking about the store philosophy, which I will link in here if you want to read in depth to get a better understanding about the auric cells and the iridescent shards and how that's all going to work. I'll put a link to their blog post about the store philosophy. But one key indicator in this store philosophy blog is the mention of shutting down the Shrine of Secrets on June the 12th. So I think that that's probably going to coincide with the release of the chapter. That's my suspicion, is that the chapter date, while we don't have a release date, my suspicion is that it might be on that Tuesday, June the 12th, and that when the Shrine of Secrets reopens on June 29th, then it'll have the new costs for perks and that. But honestly, who's going to miss it when we're going to be spending all of our iridescent shards on cosmetics in the meantime? Is anybody going to really miss the Shrine of Secrets for that time that it's down? I don't think so. But I think you can look to that to point it to a potential release date for the new Chapter 8 Off the Beaten Track as June the 12th. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Thanks for watching as always. Have a great day and bye-bye.